Memphis.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, the designated home team here in the English capital.
We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Well, it shifts past him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
To throw. Here's Nix.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Trying to find Jordan Addison that time.
And it's 3rd and short.
When you look at this defense,
they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Nix to the air.
They're looking with a grab over the middle.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Read option. This is White.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Nix. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Nix. Here's White. They set up the screen. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a down. I'm going for it here.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Very highly regarded going into the draft. It was a surprise that he lasted until the 5th round. I was there in Green Bay and witnessed the whole thing happening. But he has a great chance to prove his doubters wrong. I think he's going to a great situation. We know he's incredibly accurate, completed over 74% of his passes in his final season at Colorado. And what I like the most, his attitude, handling what happened to him during the draft process. Now he has a chance to be the guy in Cleveland.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
From the gun, it's Shador. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play.
On play action, here's Shador.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Sanders.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Pat the 60, pat the 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Memphis first down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing, Sanders. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
And the Memphis first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Sanders to throw.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Minnesota.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw is Nix.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Coleman, the man in motion left. Now it's Nix. Under pressure, and they got to him again. James Pierce providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
Now Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Gravity line.
Sanders. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
On the jump. 18, Pioneer. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Sanders. Completes this one to Thornton.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
Back to throw. Sanders.
That's taken in by Palmer.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Vikings 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Tampa Bay defense coming up with the big play here. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Bucs get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams, finding his tight end, Jake Ferguson, in the end zone. The Panthers move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. And it's a man who had a real nice season last year, Chuba Hubbard. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Texans move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go
at
now.
the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's a give to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ready, ready.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go!
They go play action now. Sanders. That's taken in by Arroyo.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elijah Arroyo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Blues add 6 to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They're on the 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Keon Coleman.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will get him one closer.
Vikings 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Out of the gun here, Sanders.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll go with the keeper. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Vikings
So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw, here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Nix to the air. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Mike 44.
Throwing Nix.
Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will shave one more off this lead.
Vikings 17.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Blues offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Sanders. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Memphis first down.
Ready.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
From the gun, it's Shador.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
This is Coleman with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Nix.
This is White on the screen. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
How precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
White. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead.
It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
3 points separating these two sides with here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, he's got 30.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go, first and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. This is first and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So it's a win for the home side, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Memphis, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.